What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into the final issue of Murderworld, the final one-shot of 5 issues. We are finally jumping into the final act. This is the final game, with only 2 contestants left, $100 million on the line. The last 2 contestants, they face off against the likes of Moon Knight, but at the last moment, we saw Black Widow coming in to save the day. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this final one-shot, we are picking up with our last 2 contestants. Alex the paramedic, and Marina the Hydra agent. And we have Black Widow, who has just put a bullet into the head of this robotic Moon Knight. But as soon as she arrives on scene, this is where we see Marina take some of Moon Knight's crescent moons, and she throws them right into Black Widow's head. Instantly, we see Black Widow drop down to the ground. Marina is saying that this is not Black Widow. This is another trick. Now, the last 2 contestants are very interesting. One of them is a Hydra agent, the other is simply a paramedic. And he knows that he is out of his league. But he is a paramedic, which means he goes over to check Black Widow. He is not sure if he believes that this is a robot. But Marina, she knows. She knows exactly how these things operate. She's been training against them, preparing for this exact moment. But that is where we see Black Widow come back to life. Grabbing hold of Alex's arm, getting ready to break it, Marina jumps in. With lasers shooting out of the eyes of Black Widow, we see a giant explosion. And even with this explosion, our 2 contestants are still very much alive. But Black Widow has been destroyed. We watch as Arcade is simply observing all of this going on, believing that this is perfection. That even on the precipice of death, they continue to fight on. As the doors open up, just on the other side is their big prize. As everybody sits on the edge of their seats, they know what has to happen. One of the last 2 contestants, one of them is going to kill the other, and they are going to claim the prize for themselves. The only question, which one will it be? This is when Marina lets Alex know that she wants him to win, that she's not here for the money. She doesn't care about any of that. She knows that Arcade wants them to fight, but she says that she's not going to stop him from walking through those doors. This entire issue, we've been getting the inner dialogue of Alex. He has been questioning if he's a good man. He knows that he's stupid, that he's selfish. He even cheated on his wife. But while he goes through all of this in his head, Marina is just telling him to go ahead and win. She can slow her heartbeat down enough to where it would at least look like she is already dead. And then she'll get what she is truly after. We also learned that Alex had taken a big life insurance policy out in his name. That way, if he did die in here, his family, his child, they would all get the life insurance. But this is when he thinks to himself that he could win this. He could go home, wash away all of his filth. He could be the hero. That's when he grabs hold of Marina. He begins to choke her, thinking that he can end all of this right now and walk away with that $100 million. But he doesn't know who she is. He doesn't know that she works for Hydra, that she is highly trained. And so as soon as he grabs hold of her, Marina is breaking his grip. She's giving him a beatdown. Knocking him down to the ground, she could easily end him right here. Walking up to his body, this is where he turns quickly with some kind of metal shard in his hand. He stabs Marina right in the stomach. At this point, Marina has figured out that they're not going to get through this, that one of them has to die. And so the final one-on-one breaks out. Marina heavily wounded, but Alex not in a much better state. We see the 2 of them brawl. Alex can see that Marina is struggling just to stay on her feet. He makes one last ditch effort. He lunges and grabs at her throat. Getting his grip, he squeezes as hard as he can. With tears coming out of her eyes, we see the lights go out, and the game is over. Alex has killed Marina, and he has won the game. As Arcade has the murderettes come out and start dancing. The music's playing, he's getting ready to walk through those doors and get his money. And while Alex is telling Arcade that he needs a medic, Arcade wants to show him something first. Arcade has been recording every single second of this, from the very minute that Alex got here, and he has been broadcasting all of this. He has been making sure that friends, co-workers, and family of Alex have all seen what he has done, from the cheating all the way to the murdering. This also means that he was caught on camera committing murder, and so even winning, even going back home, the authorities are gonna be looking for him. This is when Alex goes after Arcade, but Alex is quickly brought down. Arcade has no intent of killing Alex. In fact, he tells Alex that if you press this button, you can win the game, we'll send the money to your family. We'll send it to whoever you want. That you can keep trying to come after me, you can keep trying to kill me, or you can accept that you won, you can send the money away. By pressing that button, he accepts these terms. They give him some sedatives, and we learn that Arcade actually has something planned for him, has a unique offer, because Arcade would like to do a franchise. He needs somebody to manage a spin-off for him, because right now business is booming. Foreign governments, freaky billionaires, internet sickos across the globe. They'll all pay for this kind of entertainment. But the game isn't over yet. There is still one more guest. That is where we pick up with Black Widow, arriving to the location, but she is already too late. Arcade is on all the monitors, letting her know that everybody is dead, but also saying that if you want a face-to-face encounter, he has a proposal. He left a gift behind specifically for her. Turning the chair around, seeing nothing more than a mannequin. That is where she pulls up the card. The card that is inviting her to play in Murderworld Season 23. Arcade is telling her to join them. That if she does win, she gets to stand in the room and collect the prize. Stand right next to Arcade and do exactly what she has been trying to do. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely a fun way to close out this story. Natasha arriving too late, and the underdog takes it all. You know, I don't think for a second that I believed Alex would make it through this. He seemed to be too kind-hearted of an individual. But when a person is backed into a corner, you'll be surprised on what they are capable of, what they are capable of doing. Even they would be surprised on how far they can go, on how much they can push themselves. But this isn't the last that we're gonna see of Alex. It looks like Arcade definitely has some plans for him. And it was also nice that Natasha was just late to the game. She tried so very hard to get there and stop this before it was too late. But Arcade had planned for all of it. Some of these contestants, like Marina, come in believing that they have the edge, that they may have the upper hand. But Arcade, he does his research. He knows every single person and their entire life story. But now that Season 22 has come to an end, the next game is already being prepared. The star contestant, of course, is Black Widow. Now the question is, will Natasha accept this invitation, or will she continue trying to hunt him down and stop it before it ever begins? Will she enlist the help of other individuals? Or will we see Black Widow just straight assassinating other contestants trying to get to Arcade? But that'll be a story for another time and another series. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Murderworld, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having 5 different tiers. From $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.